Do you have any more examples?
I do. Let me give you another one. This is interesting. This is a biotech. It's called Oral CDX. Now, they came up with a way to prevent oral cancer. This is a really big breakthrough. You imagine you're a dentist and you're routinely looking at people's mouths and you see a spot, and maybe you have them come back 2 weeks later and the spot's still there. And you say, you know what? I have this painless little brush. I'm just going to turn the brush. You'll hardly feel it. And it's actually taking a sample. You send it to the lab. And if you find out that there were precancerous cells on that spot, because every oral cancer starts as a little spot, you can then have that removed. It's a really nothing kind of procedure. And you have prevented your patient from getting oral cancer. You would think that dentists would be jumping for joy. I got this tool, this advanced science tool in my office. I could save my patients from ever getting oral cancer. Guess what? When you look at the MindPrint, there was a problem there. Dentists were afraid to even bring up the subject. They didn't want to scare their patients. They didn't want to use the C word in their office and say, I see something. It might be, what doctor? What might it be? Well, it could be oral cancer. I don't know. I think this, that was terrifying for them. That scenario was terrifying for them. Instead of saying, hey, routinely I do this test and it's usually nothing. And great news, I have this latest technology. No, they were scared. They were freaked out. So what we did was we ran this ad, which I'm going to show you. The headline says, it's tiny now. Don't let it grow up to be oral cancer. And it says, see your dentist. So what did we do? How did we address the dentist fear? We drove patients into their dentist's office asking for this. So saying, do you have this technology that can save me? I mean, how many cancers are preventable? There's, not too many. Colonoscopy, not too many. Pap smear, maybe skin cancer, very few, less than a handful. So if a dentist, enough patients came into the dentist and said, hey, I understand that you have technology, to prevent a major cancer. That's great. So now all of a sudden we've alleviated the fear of the dentist. And now he realizes that he's going to be judged if he doesn't use this technology. Instead of being afraid to bring it out, now he's be afraid not to bring it out. So that's how we solve that. And that's another example of a MindPrint.